Hi guys, it's Darcy. Welcome to 2020. We made it! Yay! Today you get the au natural Darcy. I have not done my hair, I have not done my makeup. Today I want to talk about my 2019 a little bit and my word for 2020, as well as something I do called a vision board. So 2019 felt very hectic to me, and I realized at the end of it that I needed to kind of refocus and find my balance and also get my mindset back to a healthy place. What do I mean by a healthy place? Well, let me rewind a couple years. In the beginning of 2018, I was pregnant, but I was looking forward to a year of really pushing myself. My word for that year was reach. And I really wanted to do more than I thought I was capable of that year. I wanted to push myself, but also go easy on myself because I knew that I was gonna have a baby and that's a lot of work. But that January, I put up a vision board and I looked at it every day and I thought about the things on it every day. And what's amazing to me in retrospect is that the big upheaval of our lives at the end of 2018, where we lost our apartment and had to move, and luckily my husband got a raise, and all of these, like that big, huge shift in our life accomplished so many of the things on that vision board that I didn't even realize were happening at the time. But like now looking back, I realize this has happened. Like 5 or 6 different things have happened that I wrote down on that board. But because of that huge shift, the beginning of 2019 was really stressful, and so I didn't do a vision board last year. And I realized while I was thinking about this that I was deciding that I'd wanted to do one for 2020, and I realized that in doing the vision board for 2018, I had kind of held back on some of the dreams that I had. Like, you know, what I really wanted was like a 5-bedroom house. I wanted space for our family to grow. I wanted land, but I didn't feel like those were even within the realm of possibility. Like I was so, like I held back on my desires, which is stupid. Like if there's something that you want, why not want it? Just put it out there. Like nothing is too much, really, when you're just imagining and just dreaming about what the possibilities could be. So in thinking about 2020, I have decided to dream big. Even things that are completely out of my control. For example, in 2018, I did not put on my vision board that I wanted an agent. I did not put that I wanted a book deal, because those things are completely out of my control, except for, you know, the whole writing part. Like I can write a book. So in 2018, what I put on my vision board is I want to write a book and I want to query, right? Because that's in my control. I can do that. But if I don't write down, I want to find the agent who is best for me and my work. I want to sign with that agent. I want that agent to sell my books. I want to get a book deal for X amount of money. I want the book deal to be for a series or for 3 books or whatever. Like, if I'm not specific, it may not happen. I don't know if this even makes sense to anybody else but me. But I do firmly believe in the power of faith, not even necessarily in a higher power, but the power of faith in oneself and the power of putting your desires out into the world in a very specific, intentional way. And I strongly believe that when we do that and we work toward those desires and those goals and those dreams, that they can happen, and they will. Even if, like in 2018, I put a bunch of stuff up on that board, not really even intending, like, I didn't know when it would happen. I didn't know any of it was going to happen that year. I thought it was going to be like 5 years, right? Like I had no idea that a year later, my entire life would be flipped upside down and I would get like 5 out of the 10 things that I'd put up there or whatever. So if there is something that I want from the universe, I am going to write it down and I'm going to put it up on my wall and I'm going to think about it and imagine myself receiving it and having it and enjoying it. This year, 2020, and this decade, I want to dream big, to hold nothing back. And if I fall a little short of the actual goals, I feel like at least I will have made progress. And if that progress, whether that progress is 100% or 99 or 50, I will never know how far I can go unless I set the goal for the end of the race. Does that make sense? Which leads me to my word for 2020. I thought about a lot of different things, and the one that I kept coming back to was breathe. And I realized that in 2019, I chose the word persist because at the beginning of 2019, like I said, it was really rough, and I knew that I would need that word to push through some difficult times that were coming. And I feel like I needed the word persist, and it served me well. But I also feel like it kind of brought on its own weight. And I spent the last 2 months of 2019 telling people, yeah, it's been a rough week, when it had really been a rough 10 months. But I need 2020 to be a year of finding my peace, finding my focus, recentering gratitude and family and my own joys. So that's the goal. I am doing a vision board to bring focus to a lot of little parts of my life, a lot of the little goals that I have for myself, for self-improvement, things like that. And they all center around this idea of finding my peace, finding the balance that I need between work and self and church and family in order to be happy. As a side note, alongside my vision board, I'm also writing down a 5-year list of goals and a 10-year list of goals, 5-year plan and a 10-year plan. I've never done this before, and I don't know how it's gonna go, but again, it's the beginning of a new decade, and I really want to make sure that I continue to grow and learn and progress, and I'll never do that unless I start looking forward into the future and also finding that peace and gratitude in the present. It's never too early to start planning, and I feel like if I do that now, that the 2020s will bring some amazing things my way. So fingers crossed for that. Anyway, I hope you all are having a wonderful year so far, a wonderful month and a wonderful week. And if you have chosen a word for 2020, or if you've set resolutions or goals, I would love to hear about them in the comments here, or on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.